We are saying happy birthday today to a gifted singer and songwriter named Myra Ellen Amos. You probably know her better as Tori, though. The Grammy-nominated singer hit the charts with a handful of songs. VH1 named her one of the 100 greatest women of rock and roll.
Tori Amos had a few different stage names, but finally settled on Tori after being told she resembled a Torrey pine, a kind of tree on the West Coast. Amos won a full scholarship to a prestigious music school after composing some instrumental pieces on piano. She was 5 years old at the time and the youngest to ever win that scholarship. Tori Amos has performed in Maine a handful of times throughout the years and coincidentally wound up a part of music history here in Maine.
In 1996, her show at the State Theater in Portland was called off because of structural problems with the building itself. Here's Lee Nelson with the story.
Get in touch with the State Theater to get your money back on Tori Amos and Jimmy Cliff. That's Jimmy Cliff tonight, Tori Amos tomorrow. Those shows are not happening. Call the State Theater for refunds at 879-1112.
Radio station WBLM has been plugging these shows for weeks. They even gave away tickets to tonight's concert. So program manager Herb Ivey spent part of his morning today calling the ticket winners and breaking the bad news.
Everybody wants the State Theater to work, but you've got one problem after another. Just, you know, they take one punch after the other, and it really does get frustrating.
Theater workers spent their morning taking down names and promising refunds.
All right, do I have a receipt to show that I've given you these?
It all started back on the 11th. Somebody spotted a bubble in the plaster ceiling. When they went up to fix it, though, they found more problems. At 3 yesterday afternoon, the city inspector and a structural engineer scrutinized all the repair work.
I know that the engineer was really feeling like we might be able to be open because we'd had upwards of 10 crew members per day working in here for the last week. We had done some heroic repairs.
But apparently not heroic enough. Even more structural problems were uncovered and they closed the place down. If this all sounds familiar, there's a reason. In May of last year, 4 audience members were injured when a piece of plaster fell from the ceiling during a Mel Torme concert. The show did go on, just a little later than expected. But the Jimmy Cliff Reggae show and the sold-out Tori Amos concert will not go on.
Now that was Lee Nelson reporting in 1996.
That was a dramatic pause.
That's right.
There.
That's all for effect sometimes. The State Theater, by the way, would open and close again a few times before the current group took charge.
Today, the theater is structurally sound. They've even added air conditioning, and they're part of a web of venues in southern Maine, all managed by the same group. Tonight, you can catch the hip-hop act Atmosphere at the State Theater. By the way, the canceled show at the State did not keep Tori Amos away.
No one can stay away from Maine. In 2003, she performed at the Merrill Auditorium, and we sent a camera there to record their sound check. In fact, we will leave you with that this half hour. Thanks for being with us. Your rundown is next.